If I told you, if I told you just half of everything I've always wanted to.
Welcome back, Camily. This video is about to be cheesy. I was not expecting it in the slightest, but I've fallen for someone. His name is Cameron. Yes, we have the same name. Yes, I know it's confusing. When I first introduced him to my family, they were like, how's this gonna work? Which one of you is gonna go by a nickname? And it's not even something that we had even talked about before, because when it's just us and he says Cameron, I know he's talking to me. And when I say Cameron, he knows I'm talking to him. It doesn't get confusing until other people get involved. But we looked at each other and we both just kind of knew in that moment that neither of us are ever gonna be going by a nickname. We're both just Cameron, and it wouldn't make sense for us to change ourselves for the other person. Plus, we kinda like to confuse people. It's quite entertaining for us. Since meeting Cameron, Colette refuses to believe that my name is Cameron. When I try and explain to her that we both have the same name, she's just like, no, there can only be one Cameron. You're not Cameron, you're Mommy. So other than Mommy, I don't go by any other nickname, and neither does he. On top of having the same name, we're quite similar in a lot of ways. We catch ourselves thinking what the other one is saying right before they actually say it, and we often know what the other's feeling with very few words. The way that we just get each other is very effortless. But at the same time, we're very different in all of the right ways. We balance each other out very well. He's all about routine and planning, and I'm just the type to go with the flow. And we both have so much to learn from one another. It feels like being together is exactly what both of us need at this time in our lives. And it's funny because when I first met him, I felt like he couldn't have come into my life at a worse time. I was at my lowest of lows weeks before I went into rehab. I was really just living day by day at that point. Very dysfunctional and just not my best self. He's close friends with one of my brother's friends. I tagged along with Corbin to hang out because I had nothing better to do. No friends of my own, really. When I walked in and saw him for the first time, I immediately knew that we would connect. Compared to everyone else in the room, it was just very clear that we were the odd ones out. My brother and all his friends are all very similar, and me and Cameron are just our own people and very different from that crowd. We were never really introduced, so we both just kind of sat there next to each other, and eventually someone said his name. And at first I thought they were talking to me. They said Cameron, and I asked him, I'm like, is your name Cameron? And he's like, yes. And I'm like, my name is also Cameron. We're both pretty shy, so we didn't talk much, but I kept going over there, and every time I saw him, we'd just kind of both exchange a, hello, Cameron. After hanging out with them quite a few times over the course of those few weeks, I got his number before I left for rehab. While I was there, I got my phone for 2 hours a day, and we both just kind of got in the habit of talking to each other during that time. It just kind of became part of our daily routines, and we knew that at that time we'd be on the phone with each other just talking. And it was very friendly. We just spent that month simply getting to know each other, and we got into some pretty deep conversations. I felt like I could talk to him about anything, and I did, especially because I was just doing so much work on myself there. I'd go to therapy for hours every day and then get back to my cabin and talk to him about it. And he allowed me to be very open about my past. He was very comfortable with me talking about everything that I've been through and just offered nothing but support. During my last few days there, I ended up telling him that I started to develop feelings for him. I had no idea if he felt the same way at all, so I was very scared to tell him that. But he told me that the feeling was mutual. Soon after I got back, we had our first date and we made enchiladas together. He met Ozzy for the first time and they instantly became best friends. I knew from seeing how he treated Ozzy that he would be great with the girls. And oh my God, is he great with the girls. He's so patient with them. Being a single mom, I never thought that I'd find someone who's so willing to help and be there for kids that aren't even his. Introducing them was a scary process, and I knew I had to be very careful to protect their little hearts. The last thing I want is for them to get attached to someone who isn't going to be around for long. But once I knew in my heart that things were going to last, I took that leap of faith. What do you think about Cameron?
Cameron's pretty.
He's pretty?
Yeah.
Do you like him?
Yeah.
Oh, is he your friend? Finding love after finding myself has made this relationship so different than anything I've ever experienced. I love him, but I don't feel like I'm nothing without him. I don't feel like I need him to be whole. I'm whole on my own, and he's whole on his own. And together, we just inspire each other to be our most happy, whole selves. And he just makes me really happy. He makes me laugh. He does a really good British accent, and it's hilarious.
Whoa. Bit bright in there, eh?
Bright in there, eh? He doesn't like to kill bugs. He catches them in little jars and puts them outside. He keeps empty bottles that he thinks look cool and puts them on his windowsill. He loves to cook, and he loves his job. He doesn't like the way that his hair flops, but it's one of my favorite things about him, along with the little gray spot on the back of his head that just showed up one day. It suits him so well because he can be such an old man sometimes. He has an amazing taste in music. He decided to learn guitar simply because Guitar Hero had gotten too easy for him. He can be kind of shy. He doesn't like attention. He doesn't really do the whole social media thing. He remembers everyone's birthdays. And all in all, he's just a really great guy. He's had such a positive impact on the girls and I, and I'm so happy you guys are finally getting to know him. Ozzy, Mr. Oz, you are my very best friend, and you'll be there till the end. Don't know what I'd do without my Oz. Pause. Ozzy, you're the swaggest. Ozzy, you're the baddest. Shaking that tail, knowing. Noise.
Nothing wrong with that. Little noise here, little noise there. Go, wait.
Go, wait.
You tapping into this? Yeah. That's so juicy from getting dropped so many times. Gotcha!
Okay.
Yeah. I mean, just paying for less chocolate.
Because there's holes in it?
Definitely Canadian, yeah.
Oh my god.
I wasn't aiming for that.
Okay. I thought I totally missed.
Cute outfit, girl. But he has a lumper. I want to see Cameron.
You see him?
Cancelled.
Hi, Cameron.
Immediate.
Tata! Mine.
You guys are so cute. Babe, I'm sorry, but you can't be in this.
Just crop me out as you.
I just put my
Just do a
hair on you.
playover with you in it. Oh yeah.
Guys, it's me.
I'm Cameron.
Cancel to the fullest extent. Alright.
You're canceled too. You can't show your face on Cam&Fam anymore.
I am drinking some fresh peach juice that I cold pressed myself. So tasty and yummy.
Yeah, it's cat.
Delicious. I kind of just want to put you in the vlog and be like, this is my friend. But,
That'd be so entertaining.
yeah, it would, it would.
And what? Who is this?
Who?
Who?